Hello class 10, we are in part 4 and we are doing Abraham Lincoln. Let's see what happens next. So Lincoln had abolished the slavery system and he had freed all the slaves from the slavery system. This move of Lincoln meant that there could be no going back, and that if war ended in victory for the North, slavery would be the end in all states. Which meant when he had taken this decision, that means that the civil war will be breaking, and if they win, then there shouldn't be any kind of slavery in the state. It also meant that thousands of slaves left their work in South and joined the Northern Army. So they left their slavery system in South and they joined the Northern armies, greatly weakening the Southern cause, and the Southern part it was weakened. Through the wise guidance of Lincoln, the rough genius of General Grant, the North gradually triumphed until in April 1865, General Lee, the brave commander of the South, made his final surrender. So ultimately, with the help of General Grant, North triumphed. They won the war. In April 1865, General Lee, who was the commander of the South, he finally surrendered. Lincoln was not a military expert. His work during the war was, however, very difficult. So he was not a military expert. So his work was obviously a little bit difficult and very successful, but he was successful. He kept peace among different factions. He tried to maintain the peace. That should be the role of a proper leader. So he tried to maintain peace. He loyally supported his generals. He supported his generals. He kept up the courage of the people when the cause of the North seemed lost. He kept up the courage of the people. He made them courageous, although the cause of the North, it seemed lost. Above all, he was a great moral force, a president to whom everyone could look as being above suspicion. Everyone, moreover, he was the ideal person. Everyone would look at him, would adore. Of high character, high ideals. His speeches lifted his cause. So he gave these speeches, which was also very good, and it could encourage and make the other people hopeful. It was above the horrors of war, and their simple, noble language lived in the memory. The final words of his speech at Gettysburg. So he gave a final speech in Gettysburg in honor of those who had fallen. Fallen means who had lost their life in the war, and he said that they are unforgettable. It is for us here to be dedicated to the great task remaining before us, that from this honored dead we take increased devotion to that cause for which they gave the last full measure of devotion. So we should take the honor from these people, that they have done a great task and they should be honored. Their death for which, the cause of the death for which they had gone, that should be honored, and we should keep on serving the nation, because these people have died because of us. That is what, according to him, what he said, that we here highly resolve that this dead shall not have died in vain. Their death shouldn't be in vain. That this nation under God shall have a new birth of freedom. We should give a new birth of freedom. We should take some kind of lesson from their death, and we should honor these dead people who had died for the cause that we are fighting for, and we should keep on serving the nation under God's will. Shall have a new birth of freedom. The government of India by the people, not the India, government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth. The government is by the people, it should be formed by the people, and it should be for the people, because it should serve the people. This thing should not be lost away. Before the end of the war, Lincoln was elected the president for the second time. Both the parties deprecated disapproval of the war. So both the parties, they did not want war anymore. He said in his address, but one of them would make war rather than let the nation survive, and the other would accept war rather than let it perish. So one part would always, want war because they don't want to lose. Other part, so that the nation survive, would wage a war. So the war would be there. Later in this speech came the immortal words. So there were some immortal words. With malice, malice means desire to harm anyone. With malice towards none, without any intention to harm anyone. With charity for all, giving whatever we can for the all. With firmness in the right as God gives us, to be strong, to be firm in our decision as God wants us to be. Let us strive on to finish the work we are in. Let us finish the work we are supposedly in. To bind up the nation's wounds. Let us fix up the wounds of the nations. Wounds of the nation. To care for him who shall have borne the battle. To care the wounds of those who had, served for the battle. Care for him. And for the widow, for the orphan. The widow who had lost her husband in the battle. The orphan who had lost his father in this battle. To do all which we may achieve. We should do all that we can achieve. Cherish a lasting peace among ourselves and with all nations. We should cherish a lasting peace. There should be a peace among ourselves with all the nations, taken in together. So that was his speech, which was very well said and well remembered, where he said that, let us, with disregarding anyone, without keeping any harm for anyone, without, harming anyone, by doing charity, let us fix ourselves, let us be firm in our decision, let us do the work that God really wants us, and we should honor the one who had who had fought for the battle, and we have won for them, and they have lost their life for the sake of that widow, for the sake of that orphan. Let us continue to do what we are striving for, what we have set our goal for. 5 days after General Lee's surrender, before peace was declared, Abraham Lincoln was shot as he sat in his box at the theater by a young and a half crazy actor named John Wilkes. So 5 days after General Lee's surrender, when General Lee had surrendered, and before the peace was declared, Abraham Lincoln, he was shot, he was killed, he was sitting in a box, in his box at a theater, and he was killed by a half young crazy actor. The name of the actor was John Wilkes Booth, who was embittered partisan, who had bitter feelings regarding them because he was a person from South. Lincoln died the following morning, his work still incomplete, because without getting the peace, he died. After his death, then peace was declared. Now, said one of his friends, as the end came, he belongs to ages. So, one of his friends said that Lincoln is a person who should be remembered by everyone from every age group. And throughout the age, he will be remembered. Thank you so much.